This is Weights and Wealth, your one-stop shop for entertaining education on building a stronger body and bank account.
We are not doctors or financial advisors and must warn you this is not medical or investing advice. It is for your entertainment. Welcome back to Weights and Wealth. We have a very fun episode today. We'll be drafting our favorite exercises. So we'll be going through, we each get to pick 8, and those are the only exercises that we can do for the rest of our lives. So it should be a fun one. For real. This week's wealth wisdom is that instead of buying brand new books always on Amazon or from Barnes & Noble, you can go to a secondhand bookstore or buy used copies on Amazon or go to your local library.
Yeah. I have there's a local bookstore in El Paso, and this guy gave me his number and said, hey, if you are looking for any kind of book, call me or email me, and I will find it for you.
That's the best. I want a book guy.
No, he's awesome. He is awesome. So if you go to a local bookstore, like an independent, like real bookstore, it can be a gold mine. So
whenever Alex and I are driving through somewhere, if I see a used bookstore sign, I'm like, oh, we gotta stop.
Never know what you'll find.
Yeah.
Never know what you'll find. Speaking of small businesses, just gonna give a quick shout out to my dad for listening, Joe Doyle at Doyle Signs. If you need any type of graphic imagery, if you're a new business owner and you need a sign, you need electrical work done, anything, he can do it.
Is this a sponsorship for the show?
Maybe.
Potential future sponsorship.
But if you do want to talk to someone, I mean, it could be a great future interview. Someone who works in manufacturing.
Yeah, that would be good.
A historic family business. It's been our family 105 years. So if you want to learn about like unions, electricians, welding, manufacturing, anything like that, I'm sure you'd be more than happy to come on to an episode.
Yeah, we'll have to get that scheduled.
Yeah.
Speaking of books that Nick was talking about, the wealth wisdom, we have books for this month for the book club. Nick, you want to start?
Yeah, so the wealth is Blue Ocean Strategy. The blue ocean part refers to a new market as opposed to a red ocean where the market is saturated. People are fighting over the prices. And Blue Ocean Strategy basically talks about how to find these new markets.
Very good book.
We're in kind of a red ocean right now, you might say.
Podcasting is absolutely a red ocean.
Yeah. So after I read Blue Ocean Strategy, I was trying to think how we can turn this.
That was almost bad.
Nick almost dropped his laptop. I was thinking how we could turn Weights and Wealth into Blue Ocean business, but I couldn't think of anything. So maybe I just have to read the book again.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll go back over it and find new ways to diversify.
If you're an entrepreneur, though, I'd highly recommend Blue Ocean Strategy. The weights book for this month is Forever Strong by Dr. Gabrielle Lyon. It goes into, I think she coined the phrase, but it's called muscle-centric medicine. And she always stops people when they say the skin is the largest organ in the body. She's like, no, it's muscle. Muscle's the largest organ in the body, because she counts muscle as its own organ system, which I think is rightfully so, just based off all the impacts that muscle actually has on your entire body. So it's about metabolic health and physical health and how that has such a huge effect on health in all the rest of your body systems. So Forever Strong, really good book. I really enjoyed it. It kind of like the Resistance Training Revolution by Sal DiStefano. It is good for beginners who don't know much about lifting or anatomy. And it's also a good read for people, gym rats who are into lifting. So
just call that barbell medicine.
Barbell medicine. Yeah, there we go. Today, I guess it's not really a shout out, but it's kind of a shout out. Talk about real quick. On Instagram, his name is Jackson the Cripple. He's paralyzed in one of his arms, and he gets after it in the gym, which leads to a little bit of a lopsided physique. But this kid has an incredible attitude, and it's really good to see that there's people out there that still want to work hard and not claim a victim mindset just because something happened to them.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this clip, like you can see that he gets in there and goes to work. I mean, you were talking earlier about how like when you injured your shoulder, you were doing single arm safety bar squats. Like there really is no excuse. Like I think I fractured my foot at one point. Like basically they couldn't figure out what was wrong with my foot. I couldn't put any weight on it. Severely painful, but I was still doing legs twice a week. I figured out a new way. I was doing leg extensions, leg curls, and I figured out a new way to squat where I would start on my knees on the Smith machine and like work the hinge motion. You know, like there's really no excuse. Like if you're injured, if you have an upper body injury, you can do legs. You can run.
Well, that's one of the great things about lifting as an exercise modality. There's so many ways to modify it that no matter what your situation is, there's always something you can do. Back when I was training people in person in gyms, you get like new Gen Pop clients. First thing you do is find out their injury history. First their goal and everything. But like in the assessment, you're going to look at their injury history. And sometimes like I had some people with knee replacements, hip replacements that were pretty limited, and there's always something you can do. Most people can push a sled. Yeah. Sled's a great workout. I'm sure one of us will pick it in the draft.
Oh, yeah.
But getting into the draft, what we're going to do is we're going to roll a die and determine an order. And what we're trying to do is each pick 8 exercises, and those are the only 8 exercises that we can do for the rest of our life. So we're going to try to make sure within these exercises that we draft that we're hitting all the body parts, ideally different planes of motion.
Not me. No.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick a calf exercise. Let's put that out there right now.
Doing solely leg exercises. And built like an ant.
But I think this will be a fun episode, and we'll be able to discuss a bunch of different exercises, pros and cons of different exercises, and maybe you'll hear us talk about an exercise and think, oh, these guys are saying it's a great exercise. Maybe I should add that to my routine. So without further ado.
Just a quick clarifying question. Yes. If you pick something, can I pick it or no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we're going to be crossing off exercise. We have our lists that we kind of like in front of us. And then also another thing, we are allowing ourselves to modify lifts. So with that being said, like if Nick picks a flat bench press, someone else can pick incline dumbbell bench press. Those are different lifts for this case. Something that would not be a different lift would be a barbell squat and a heel elevated barbell squat. Same lift. And then if there's any discrepancies, we'll just discuss and take a 2-1 vote.
All right, let's get after the roll.
All right. So highest goes first?
Yep.
Or low man wins. No. Actually, I want the high one now. I rolled a 6.
Second highest goes second. I guess there's only 3 of us, so either way.
Yes. Well, we got to roll.
Oh,
again.
I rolled a 6?
Yeah, you rolled a 6 as well.
Ooh, double 6s.
Oh, all right. Ted goes
go
first, then me, and then him. Snake draft, though.
Snake draft. Ooh, okay. So I get 6th pick as well. All right. Well, this is very easy. My number 1 lift, trap bar deadlift.
Interesting.
I don't think there's a better number 1 choice in this draft. This is the Aaron Rodgers of the draft, if you will.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll take the.
So I mean, the trap bar. I don't really like doing the trap bar deadlift.
Okay, but like the trap bar. If I'm looking at the rest of my life, if I have any kind of injury that excludes me from being able to do a deadlift, I can do a trap bar deadlift. The trap bar deadlift is going to work pretty much every major muscle group.
Simply don't get injured. Like it's that easy.
Okay, but as you age, right? I'm still going to be lifting when I'm 70, 75, right? Maybe my mobility decreases because I picked
because you're going to stay in shape.
Maybe I picked all weightlifting exercises. I didn't pick any mobility exercises, and my mobility goes down. Okay, well, I can't get into a position for a barbell
mobility
deadlift.
Doesn't count. Like that's not like
we're not
exercises. It's not like I'm going to do the splits. Like no, that's not.
Yeah, but I'm including mobility as a concern for the future.
Well, as a concern for the future, but not for the draft.
No, but the draft is for the rest of your life.
And also for like the first one out of the gate, I feel like that one would have been around in like the
I thought you guys would have
fifth,
taken
sixth
it.
round.
Hell no.
Oh, I should have saved it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm taking the draft. I'm taking the draft on deadlift. Sean.
You insipid fop. Obviously, a straight bar deadlift. Duh.
All right.
Build your back, build your arms, build your glutes.
Point being, the deadlift is the king of all exercises.
I would, yeah.
If you're not deadlifting in the gym, you got to find someone that can teach you how to deadlift.
Yeah.
End of story.
I added 10 pounds of muscle within like 4 months my freshman year of college because I started deadlifting for the first time. Because I tore my shoulder and I couldn't bench, so I started just hitting back and back and back. And I build your back. A strong man has a strong back.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
All right.
Well, you guys made this pretty easy on me. I have squat and bench.
Oh, yeah, back-to-back picks.
Yeah.
So just a classic barbell squat.
Okay.
I feel like that's the number 2 to the deadlift.
You see, you had barbell bench.
I mean, I don't know. I'd personally rather have a sick squat than a sick deadlift. But
Do you enjoy squatting or deadlifting?
I enjoy squatting a lot more.
I don't even know if I have back squat on here. I have front squat. I have front squat. I think I forgot it, to be honest. I was trying to think about so many other different things. Like, I got good ones.
All right, Sean doesn't squat. Moving on, Sean.
Squat more than you. Golly. I think I'm going to go with Bulgarian splits.
Good one. Good one.
Yeah.
Probably the best unilateral exercise.
100%. That thing absolutely murders you. And the nice thing is that all you have to do is change the relative position of your foot to your knee, and you can go glute dominant or quad dominant.
So many options.
And like, you got it all.
Slightly elevate too.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of like guys. I remember I was listening to a Jocko podcast with like, forget who it was, but he was some like old like strength dude, and like he doesn't back squat at all. He only does Bulgarian splits.
I was joking earlier. I'm going to beat you to a 500-pound squat by solely loading up Bulgarian split squats.
That's a teaser. That's a teaser. We're gonna have a new Weights and Wealth documentary coming out about the road to 500. All right, look.
Nick and I.
Stay tuned.
Nick and I have been attempting the road to 500 since like 2020. If you've been a long time
Since I started lifting, yes.
Okay, wait.
All right, Bulgarian split squats is gone.
Barbell bench is gone. I don't have that. Bulgarian split. And what was he?
Well, nice. This gives me my my number 2 choice is still on the board, which you guys are probably going to say is going to be around for another 3 rounds. So maybe I should choose something else. But I'm going to go for it. I'm going with overhead press. Classic.
Oh, I know.
Overhead press.
I probably would have taken that one soon.
Nick's a big overhead press guy. My favorite upper body exercise personally. Just in terms of like enjoyment of doing the lift, not in terms of like what's the best for gaining muscle or anything, but I love the overhead press. And also, again, me thinking long-term mobility, I want to retain the ability to get overhead. So I'm going to keep doing that overhead press.
Okay, that's barbell.
Yeah, barbell overhead press.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get one more, Ted.
Oh, yes, snake draft.
Yeah.
So it goes 2-2.
Yeah, it's a snake draft. He doesn't play fantasy football. He's not a sports guy.
That's so lame.
All right. Well, I
was
got to
only
pick
on the first one.
If I got to pick a second exercise, I'm going to go.
Or is it only? I mean, we usually do snake drafts where the
every round.
ends get 2, but
Every round is snake draft.
Yeah,
I'm going to go. Do I go second upper body or second? All right. This one's going to be around a while, so I'm going to save that one, and I'm going to take RDL, barbell RDL.
That's a good one.
It's my favorite lower body exercise, posterior chain development.
Okay.
I have strong hamstrings, strong glutes.
I'll go incline dumbbell bench.
I was about to take that one.
Yeah. Wait, so you had, what was it? Dumbbell RDL?
No, barbell RDL.
Okay, I just have dumbbell RDL. I don't know if it's normal.
Nick, you going to take the treadmill here?
Calf raises. No. I'm gonna go with. All right, are barbell rows and pendlay rows, are they the same exercise or are they
Totally different exercise. Pendlay row
They're very
and
similar.
like a barbell bend over row.
It's like a difference of tension, you know.
I mean,
It's
a pendlay,
I
like you're
would
still using
consider
a
it-
barbell, and
I would consider it a different exercise.
you're training for a different goal,
Yeah.
but it's like I would argue it's more like a rate of exertion on your squat, like or like controlling, the negative in your squat. Let's say like you're 135 for 10 reps, but you're doing explosive on one, you're like training for speed, and then you stop that and you do pause squats. It's like
pendlay row is a different position.
It's like a pause squat. Is it really that? I mean
barely.
it's
Like
not really.
the only difference is that the weight kind of hits the floor for a pendlay row. You're going
All right,
from a
so
dead.
take a vote. It sounds like you guys are saying the same exercise.
I would argue
same.
they're pretty much the same. Like I go barbell row because like I train barbell rows like I train any other barbell exercise. I'll work my way down to like 3 reps.
Okay.
Like I'll work up to like 255, 265, trying to row that. And if it goes from a barbell row where it's very controlled and precise to it's hitting the ground and I'm just hitting my chest, dropping it,
All right, same exercise. Are you taking that as one of yours, Nick?
Yeah.
All right, a barbell row.
That's my favorite.
Good choice.
That's a good one.
Barbell row and the hamstring options are limited now.
Yeah, the RDL and deadlift both gone.
Yeah.
I've got some if you can't think of any.
I can't think of much other than the hamstring curl or like a single leg or a good morning, but I'm not doing a good morning yet.
You could do I already have a hamstring with the deadlift, so I'll give you one of mine as dumbbell hamstring curls. I think those are like S tier.
Dumbbell hamstring. I've never done those.
They're
so
insane. Like so good.
What, like a monkey foot?
Yeah, like you hold the dumbbell between your feet and your like belly is on the bench.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, those are excellent for growing your hamstrings, getting that pull strength. Yeah.
I might. This is tough.
Dude.
All right.
Come on now, man.
I'm gonna go with
They're gonna think the podcast turned off.
weighted pull-ups.
Weighted pull-ups.
No.
Damn. Back options are flying off the board. Did you just go back to back exercise?
Yeah.
What did you say? Pull-ups?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, they're the same exercise, right?
Are weighted
Okay.
chin-ups?
I was gonna say that's a different exercise.
I would say they're
You
different
would.
because I do both.
I would say that.
I would say they're different enough.
Okay, I'm doing weighted chin-ups.
Damn it. All right, I still don't have a back exercise on here. So the reason I didn't go barbell row on the last one is I had this one that I didn't think you guys would take, and I actually like it just as much as a barbell row. It's unilateral, but I'm going to go with like a tripod stance or a 3-point stance dumbbell row. All right.
So just a
2
standard
legs
dumbbell
and
row.
then like a hand up on the bench.
Yeah.
Dumbbell row.
Standard dumbbell row.
Yeah, some people refer to like a dumbbell row as like them being on the bench with the knee on the bench, but yeah, 3-point.
It's the same thing. It's
3-point
just,
dumbbell row.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I would say it's the
first
same.
one. And then, did you already take dumbbell incline bench?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go, I got to get some sort of press in here. I'll go just flat dumbbell bench.
Okay.
All right, Sean, you're up.
This is tough. Got 2 legs and a back. And a press. Or push, I should
Notice
say.
how we're like all choosing compound movements and not
Yeah,
leg
there hasn't been
extensions.
like a single machine or,
Yeah.
or cable exercise yet.
tough. I would say I will probably go with weighted push-ups.
Weighted push-ups.
Yeah, you throw a plate on your back.
Yeah, I didn't even have that on mine.
That's an excellent way to build your, especially getting weight off your chest.
Did you take 2, Ted?
I did. I took.
You took
like a tripod dumbbell row and then dumbbell bench flat.
All right, I'm gonna go with weighted lunges and dips.
You holding dumbbells for those lunges?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Weighted dip and lunges, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Dips is a great one.
Yeah, that was my debate between push-ups and dips.
Oh, I totally would have taken the dip.
I mean, they're similar exercises. They both hit tris and chest.
Yeah.
It's just different angle. So
I feel like you can develop triceps so much more on a dip.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen a lot of good progress with
the way I do it's also more chest dominant because I try to get myself as flat as possible.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely. I mean, it depends. Like if I'm.
That's the other thing about the dip. I mean, weighted push up, you can change your hand and elbow position.
I would say they're both equally versatile. I think it depends on
I guess it's also easier long term to do a weighted push up. Probably
it is. That's one of the things I do.
Going back to this mobility thing.
When I tore my labrum freshman year of college, the only press I could do was weighted push-ups.
Yeah,
and now I'm hitting 365. Recovered well, and I still use it regularly. I think it's an excellent way to build your upper body in a safe manner. If you have shoulder mobility issues, because it restricts your range of motion. Yeah. And I noticed that sometimes my wrists or my shoulder would act up, and if I was doing dips or dumbbell bench and stuff like that, that can overextend your chest or your rotator cuff and stuff like that. So I think it's a great safe way to get back into the push game.
Yeah. Yes, we got basically dumbbells, barbells, and then weighted body weight. The push up and chin up, pull up, or pull up and chin up going. Yeah,
they're both gone.
All right, Nick, you're up. I think.
I think it's you now because I just took dips and lunges.
Well, that's me then.
Oh yeah.
You're just gonna ignore me.
I was thinking Sean took dip.
No. I'll go front squat.
Front squat.
I almost took that on my last one, but I didn't want to pigeonhole myself too much with the squat and the front squat.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
you don't want
I think it's such a good exercise. I'm not nearly as strong as I want to be at that, but I think it is such an essential thing for building your core strength. Regardless of whether you do a cross grip or you're one of the weird people that has the wrist flexibility to do it like that.
Oh yeah.
I think that's disgusting. It should be illegal. But
I started doing a lot of zombie squats too. Those really make sure you have to stay completely vertical or else the bar is coming off.
That's insane.
Core stability.
Yeah. No, but I love front squat for its. I think it's not only is it a great power builder and leg strengthening and even volume if you want to build it, but you work your core so much more intensely than on a back squat.
Yeah.
You're up.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm worried this one isn't gonna be around if I don't take it. I'm at 5 right now. I got 3 more exercises. All right, I'm going to take... I'm going to wind up with so many leg exercises. I feel like all the best exercises are leg exercises.
And the thing that Ted doesn't know about is that we are actually doing a 10-week program after this episode where you're only allowed to do the 8 exercises you picked, and we'll do a before and after physique comparison. Ted's gonna be walking around with a donk.
Going to? All right. Damn. Are we actually? Should we do that?
I think it'd be funny.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. I'm down for it.
All right. In that case, I will do.
So glad I have a deadlift.
Yeah, thank God I got a deadlift in there.
I mean, I don't do much deadlifts anyway, so I think I'm all right with that. I do a lot of RDLs though, and I was kind of bummed that one got taken.
I gotta get back exercise in here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do upright row.
Oh,
So,
like
high
where the bar,
pulls?
where like
Yeah, high pull.
yeah.
Okay, that's a good, I guess,
Is that
trap
back?
builder. I don't really
I was
consider
always
that
curious if that was
back.
back or shoulders.
I kind
Two
of consider
traps.
that shoulders. Shoulders,
Traps.
traps, yeah.
Traps and shoulders.
Okay.
It's a good trap builder. I never really think about it as like a back, like a.
Yeah. I've always had super weak traps, and those help my traps really get going. So I think that's like a back, but yeah, totally a shoulder exercise in general.
Okay, so I got deadlifts, Bulgarian splits, dumbbell bench, weighted chin up, weighted push up, front squat. This is tough. Golly.
Wait, did I just take one? I only took one. I get a second one. All right, my second one is going to be farmer walks. Nick and I both love farmer walks.
Yeah.
Those are good.
I almost took it on the last one, but I thought it would still be around
All right. I'm going to do sled work.
That was my one I was saving for last.
Yeah. That's just good. So good for full body because you can go backwards, you can go forward. You're building that, that protective horseshoe around your knee. You're getting that drive power out of it, and it's great cardio. Like you're gonna drop body fat like nothing else doing sled work.
Should we stop at 8, or should we
You want to lengthen it?
to like 10 maybe?
Let's do 10. Let's keep going.
All right. All right, I'm gonna hit. I don't know, like dumbbell overhead press.
All right.
Okay.
And I'll go with would static holds be different enough from like a farmer's carry? You just pick dumbbells up and hold them.
That's tough.
I'd say no.
No. All right.
Just because what's the intent? You're trying to hit everything that
the same exact thing. Yeah.
you're trying to do it and just eliminate the walking.
Yeah.
I mean, I would argue it's less stress on your legs.
Oh yeah, you're just losing core. And legs.
I mean, you could say it's a different thing because
You got better exercises than that.
One of my favorite exercises for grip and stuff is to do a dumbbell head hold where you take 25, so it stretches out your hands entirely, and you grab it and you're holding it like that. I've gotten people who can't do pull-ups because they simply don't have the grip strength to literally get themselves over. I'm like, take this 15-pound dumbbell and just get the first digit or the first knuckle of each of your fingers on it, and just hold that for as long as you can, twice a week, each arm. And within 2 weeks, they had enough forearm strength and grip strength to get themselves over the bar. It's pretty miraculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I do have pull-ups. Those will work my forearms.
Oh yeah,
and grip strength. So yeah.
Do you not have a deadlift or an RDL?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you guys took both of them.
Zero posterior chain. We both took a deadlift and an RDL variation.
Yeah. I didn't take an RDL. You have both RDLs.
No, I don't. I've got barbell RDL. Who's got dumbbell RDL?
No, I don't have that yet. I guess you could take dumbbell
All right,
RDL.
I'll go with dumbbell RDL.
Right.
I need something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Who's gonna be the first one to take an arm exercise? We want to take that here.
It might be.
My money would be on Sean.
Yeah. So I've got 3 leg exercises, 2 pulls, and 2 pushes. This is tough. I'm gonna go single arm dumbbell overhead press. Is that fair?
We already got dumbbell overhead press.
Okay, what about Arnold press?
Arnold press. Okay.
Well, that's just you just come here and sit.
Yeah, it's like the same.
All right. What about
I would argue that the single arm is different.
Just because of the core.
Yeah, because of the amount of core work that goes into it. Because his can be, seated or whatever, standing, whatever. Like they're all going to work different things. But like when you have both going up at the same time, your core can stabilize.
All right.
Far easier.
I'll allow it. What do you think?
Oh, thank you.
That's fine, but you can't switch arms. So you can only do
I read an article about a guy who would train one side of his body.
Yeah, contralateral training.
It's crazy.
I did that when I like almost lost my arm after I got the flu shot and I got a huge infection and it spread and like my arm was all swollen and purple and couldn't move it. And after that I had to do contralateral training for a little bit where I was only using one arm until it healed.
Nice. I'm sure you use one arm a lot. All right, go ahead.
All right. Oh, sled work is gone. Damn. Do I take another leg exercise? Nah, I'll save that for the end. I got
So are we doing 10?
Got one up my sleeve, yeah.
10 total.
All right, I will go with a... So you guys aren't going to take this one, so I should keep it. I'll do it anyway. My next one would be a barbell. I'll go with a dumbbell pullover.
That's a good one.
Is that a chest exercise?
It's chest and lats.
And lats. Okay.
It's an excellent exercise.
Great exercise. Dumbbell pullover is one of those exercises you don't see people do very much because so many people do a bro split where they're just working like chest and they're just doing back. Like, that's so common now with people in the gym that something like a dumbbell pullover that's kind of both just falls by the wayside, but it's such a great exercise.
Oh yeah, because I was looking at doing it the other day. I mean, I thought it was going to be mostly lats, and then I Googled it and found it was chest.
By changing like your elbow position, you can change it a little bit. And also changing your hip position. Got video on Tesla to help, but
yeah,
it's just a difference. All right, my next one, still not a single cable exercise, huh?
Not yet.
All right, I guess I don't actually have a squat yet. Ooh.
No, something's never changed, Ted. Something's never
any
changed.
Quad exercises.
I was counting trap bar deadlift as like my
That's
squat.
not a quad exercise. If you think that's a quad exercise, you're pencil neck.
Yeah, glutes are better than quads though. So do I even need a quad exercise? What am I at right now?
You look like someone who got a BBL.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, my leg exercise I've got in my back pocket for number 10 is another glute exercise.
I'm telling you, you're going to be the booty program.
But I really want a tricep exercise in here.
Yeah.
So... Plus one ab exercise.
I feel like abs don't really.
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna go with an axle bicep curl.
Nice.
Is that just where the bar is really thick?
Yeah. Get some grip in there. Actually, I already got a lot of grip. Can I change that?
Yeah,
sure.
I already got farmer walks and my deadlift. All right. I'm gonna go. I don't want to go skull crusher because I feel like that's not good for the only 10 exercises I can do for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you run into elbow issues eventually with skull crushers. Is anyone taking close grip bench? Taking close grip bench.
Okay. I'm gonna take hip hinged cable pullover. So it's where you're like bent at the waist, and it's basically a pullover but with cables. I think it's incredibly effective.
Yeah.
For your
Oh, okay. I do that one a lot, which is why I was looking at the dumbbell one.
Yeah.
So,
Another one you don't see people do often. One of my clients has that programmed right now.
It's an excellent workout.
Yeah.
One of my favorite.
all right. I'm gonna go with. Wait, no, these are my last two, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shoot. So,
What do you still need?
I mean, an arm exercise, but
Yeah.
How are your
no, because I have dips, so I'm good there.
So you're good on tries.
Pull-ups and barbell row, those work your biceps too.
Mm-hmm. You build the most mass on your arms doing back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I don't do those anyway.
And it shows.
It does show. All right. I'm gonna take a T-bar row.
Good.
Nice.
And I'm gonna do a hamstring curl.
What, like a machine?
Yeah.
Like a lying hamstring curl?
Yeah. So I'm stuck right now because I want like a back thickening, which is kind of deadlift.
You got deadlift in there. What else do you have for back?
I have weighted chin ups and then hip hinge pullovers. So
Pretty solid. I mean, you could add a trap exercise, but
like
I mean,
and there's a difference between like the pulling and then like that like thickens the back, and then
yeah.
I feel like the chin ups and the pullovers are more like V taper.
Yeah, but like, I don't
Like
know.
you're
I mean,
targeting
between the
the lats.
deadlift and the weighted chin up, like, it's too much hot back exercises.
I don't know what really is left other than like a cable row.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just go with. And so I'm debating between cable chest fly and overhead cable tricep extensions.
Both very good.
I know.
On the one hand, meaty breasts, right?
Mm-hmm. On the other hand, meaty tries.
Well, I mean, the overhead cable tricep extension, fantastic exercise, especially if you're thinking long term for retaining overhead mobility.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a go-to for people with shoulder issues. Start working.
I already have chest pretty good, well covered with incline dumbbell and weighted push-up.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to go with the overhead cable.
Yeah, that's a good exercise.
I will miss chest flies, though. Gosh dang.
All right, so this is the final pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant.
That was my last pick, yeah.
No. My
Yeah,
pick
your
right here
last
will be
pick.
the last pick.
Yes, you are. You are,
All right,
Mr.
I'm
Irrelevant.
going to go with a safety squat bar, rear lunge. Knew it would be available. One of my favorite lifts. Again, just really going glute dominant here.
Yeah, let's see. Trap bar deadlift, RDLs.
I think I missed one of yours.
What do you have for me?
For you, I have trap bar deadlift, RDL, overhead press, flat dumbbell bench, dumbbell row, upright row, dumbbell pullover, and safety squat.
Farmer walk?
Farmer walk. That was the one I wanted.
All right, and read off what you got for you and Sean as well.
I've got straight bar deadlift, Bulgarian split, incline dumbbell bench, weighted chin up, weighted push up, front squat, sled work, one arm dumbbell overhead press, hip hinge cable pullover, and overhead cable extension.
Then I have back squat, flat bench, barbell row, pull-ups, dips, lunges, dumbbell overhead press, dumbbell RDL, T-bar row, and hamstring curl.
Damn, I think Nick might have the best set.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty much what I do. So I'm pretty happy with it.
I mean, he got like every about the barbell rows.
He got like every main compound lift though, right? I mean, he's got aside from deadlift, he's got a squat, he's got a pull up, he's got a press.
I mean, to be fair,
he's got dips.
I have a lot coming up, like running some strength meets. So like, I probably don't want to do this before I go in and embarrass myself in front of my entire battalion. So we might hold on this until
the episode comes out.
Yeah, I would say that's a good time to come with it.
All right. Well, when we release this podcast, we'll also on the social media release list of each team basically, and you can tell us which team you're on. Which
it'll be a full body workout. What do you think? To alternate.
What do you say? Oh, you can arrange them however you want.
Programming.
Yeah, you mean how to program these?
You can arrange them however you want, but just see who the audience thinks has the best set of exercises for the rest of their life.
Well, I am probably going to be doing these the rest of my life. I'm probably going to be doing every single one of these the rest of my life. Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
So, yeah, this is kind of a futile exercise.
Interesting that pretty much every exercise was a free weight exercise.
Were there any big ones not taken? Like pull downs didn't get taken.
A lat pull down is not taken.
Yeah, that didn't get taken. But
leg press wasn't taken.
Leg press was not taken. Belt squat was not taken.
Hack squat wasn't taken.
Hack squat.
Pec flies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flies. Hip thrust.
Yeah.
No one took hip thrust.
Yeah. I think there's a reason for that.
Preacher curl and skull crusher. Yeah. Both on the table.
Was there a single arm workout taken?
Except me, yeah.
Overhead tricep extension. We were right.
You took the curl and you took
No, I didn't take the curl. I reversed it. And I took the close grip bench.
Well, you committed the sin, the original sin. You opened Pandora's box. Yeah, Vortex to Hell was opened with
I would like that axle bicep
big
curl,
girthy
but
pythons.
Guess I'll have to build my biceps off my trap bar deadlift.
That's like Popeye the Sailor.
No, my farmer walks. My farmer walks are my bicep exercise in here, and I think that's a good. Yeah, I like farmer walks for biceps.
Press F.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed this episode.
Thanks for joining us today at Weights and Wealth, and don't forget to apply today's lessons to live healthy and wealthy.
If this conversation will contribute to your fitness and financial gains, please share it with a friend or family member and give a 5-star review so more people can lift bigger weights and get bigger bank accounts.